In this installment, we have more pivotal Game 3s coming to you on Saturday for Fanduel and DraftKings. Big matchups between the Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then the highly anticipated Grizzlies going up against the Golden State Warriors. Let's get into it. Hey, yo! Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your Saturday slate showdown on DraftKings and FanDuel, bringing you the top plays all the way at point guard, going all the way down the center, giving you the value plays and the lock of the night. All right, I got 2 locks of the night for that one. Okay, so guys, before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD. Also follow me on TikTok at chef_D91, and also do not forget about the Patreon. Okay, do not forget about the Patreon. If you want access to that, all those links will be down below. Now, the reason why I said don't forget about the Patreon is because we absolutely killed it on my birthday. Had another NBA sweep. I loved the 76ers. I took it at +1. I got it early before the news even came out about Embiid. The line went all the way up to +3 before the news came out. If you really would have hopped on it the day prior, that was a steal. I always knew Embiid was going to play Game 3. I always knew. It was pretty obvious. So Embiid came through. He came back, and the Sixers took charge in Game 3 against the Heat at +1. That was great. Luka Doncic at home. I told you how he was playing in that previous game, in Game 2. I told you that game was a very close all the way to the 4th quarter, okay? The Mavs were going to come out in must-win mode. They absolutely did that. Luka came out and showed his ass. And Luka also, they gave a FanDuel special offer. This was pretty late, too, around like 6:30. I saw that. I was like, oh, okay. Luka Doncic double-double. If you think he's going to win, he's most likely going to get a double-double. Either he's getting it with the rebounds or the assists. I thought it was going to be the assists because, he needed to get everyone else involved. It can't be Luka Doncic by himself, okay? It needs to be Jalen Brunson. It needs to be Spencer Dinwiddie. It needs to be Dorian Finney-Smith if they're going to have a chance to beat the Suns, okay? So it happened to be with the rebounds. That's fine as long as they catch, all right? So we got 3 bangers over there. Now, let's get into this very important Saturday slate we got going on. Let's start off at the point guard position. We will begin with Jrue Holiday, all right? Jrue Holiday for the Milwaukee Bucks, still without Chris Middleton. They're going to need to lean on their next guy in line, and that's Jrue Holiday. Giannis cannot do it by himself. Jrue Holiday needs to come through in moments when Giannis is off the court, and he needs to continue to bring that defensive intensity. You're getting Jrue Holiday back at home in Milwaukee. They didn't show up. Let's be 100% honest. They did not show up at all. That game in Game 2 against us, they literally gave that game to the Boston Celtics. If you watch that game, that was the most disgusting basketball I've ever watched. The fact that Giannis had 2 points in the first half was disrespectful. Y'all need to stop playing. Y'all need to stop playing. I've been watching basketball way too long for y'all to show up like that. Was and they had no Marcus Smart. Stop it, NBA. Y'all playing, man. Y'all need to stop playing with me. Oh my God, stop. All right, Jrue Holiday needs to show up again. He needs to do what he did. He can do that any game. He needs to do what he did in Game 1. Continue to score, be very aggressive on both sides of the ball, and continue to assist Giannis Antetokounmpo, all right? He just struggled from that three-point line. If he's knocking down that three-point shot, which he's a very solid three-point shooter, then we're looking at a very successful night for the Milwaukee Bucks as well, all right? You're getting him at 8,100. They continue to gradually drop his price. He should get you 40 to 50 fantasy points, okay? Especially in this home game. So we're going to continue on, going on to the shooting guard position, and we're going to look at Jaylen Brown, all right? He has dual eligibility here, small shooting guard and small forward. I was about to combine him, call him a shooting forward. All right, we got a shooting forward here, Jaylen Brown, at 8,000. And the reason why I like him is because it's the Milwaukee's defense. Milwaukee's defense forces you to take threes, all right? They put their bigs down below where you got Portis, Giannis, and Lopez, and they force you to make perimeter jumpers, all right? Jaylen Brown's going to get open threes. If he's making open threes, he's going to have a field day. If you're looking at props, look at the threes for the Boston Celtics. These guys need to knock down threes if they're going to beat the Milwaukee Bucks. As you saw in Game 2, 6 of 10, 60% from the three-point line was Jaylen Brown. That is what the Milwaukee Bucks give up. If he's knocking down that jumper, it's going to be a very close game and a tough night for the Milwaukee Bucks. If he's not, then you're going to have a poor performance from Jaylen Brown, and Milwaukee's probably going to win. All right? They cannot do it by himself. They cannot just beat Tatum. You're not going to beat Giannis and the cast and crew with just Tatum. All right? It might, maybe once, maybe. But you need everyone to come through. I like Jaylen Brown in this opportunity because he's going to get open threes. All right? I'm banking on Jaylen Brown to knock down open threes. Okay? So I like him at that price at small forward. No, we're calling it shooting forward. All right? He's a shooting forward. Next play. At small forward will be KLAY Thompson. He has been struggling in the first 2 games against Memphis. I can't blame it on, I can't even say it's Dillon Brooks' defense. Dillon Brooks did not play in Game 2. Is it Desmond Bane? It could be Desmond Bane, but Desmond Bane's been on Poole. Desmond Bane's been on a little bit of Curry. Desmond Bane's been on KLAY. I think he's just struggling. So now we get a situation. KLAY comes back home where he's more comfortable playing in Golden State. I think he gets back acclimated, knocking down his 3-point shots. 3 of 10, that's not good for KLAY. That's not KLAY Thompson threes. No, that's Reggie Bullock threes, okay? That's Danny Green threes, okay? 2 for 12 is horrible as well. KLAY Thompson needs to make 5 threes. This is one of the greatest shooters of all time, him and Steph Curry. This splash bro combination is one of the best tandems ever. You can't be making 2 or 3 threes if you're taking double-digit threes, okay? So KLAY Thompson back home. I'm going to hop back on this bandwagon. I'll take the price, $7,100. As long as you're making threes, you're taking almost 20 shots a game. I like his prospects at small forward. Let's continue going down. We have power forward Brandon Clarke. Brandon Clarke is the most consistent out of these bigs in Memphis, all right? I could have said Jaren Jackson. I love his opportunity. He's going to get a ton of shots. He has to be able to knock that down as well. But his problem is foul trouble. His problem is always foul trouble. He fouled out in Game 2, and he only got you 20 fantasy points, okay? Someone that's more consistent will be Brandon Clarke. I think he provides some upside as well because he's a athletic big. He stays even on the court with the Golden State's death lineup as well. He has opportunities to get rebounds. Struggled in Game 2. I see that, but he's usually getting a double-double, right? In Game 1 was very effective. 12, 9, 2 assists, 2 blocks. You saw him very active out there. They dropped his price down to $6,000. I like that nice price right there. I'm expecting a double-double from Brandon Clarke. High activity on the boards. Affecting defensively with blocks and steals as well. So Brandon Clarke is going to be one of our consistent power forward options today on Saturday. Let's continue to go down. We have 2 center plays for you. The first one will be Al Horford, all right? Al Horford, we've been riding this each and every game. Game 1, he came through, 37 fantasy points. In Game 2, he came through again with another double-double with 40 fantasy points. This veteran, he's the key component. You got Robert Williams, who's still getting acclimated back to the lineup, and he's not getting the full allotment of minutes. Grant Williams comes in here and there. He's going to be a value play. But the consistent key, the veteran on his team down low, and he's always there, is Al Horford. If he's not knocking down the shots, he's helping in rebounds, he's helping assists, he's helping in blocks and steals. He came through with a great performance in that Game 2. I'm thinking that should be consistent, similar to what Tobias did in that Toronto Raptors series. Al Horford is that 3rd, 4th guy that's just in the background getting consistent stats. That's Al Horford because he's a veteran, all right? I love Al Horford at 5,900. They bumped it up just a little bit, but there's still plenty of meat on that bone. Give me Al Horford at the center position, okay? The second center position will be Bobby Portis, all right? Bobby Portis has been great for the Milwaukee Bucks, all right? He's been great for the absence of Brook Lopez, and even since he's been back, he's still been very, very effective. This man has developed a very consistent jumper from mid-range and from three. It was very shocking that he missed his threes in game 2, and that just led on to the blowout. So he only had limited minutes in that one. I'm seeing Bobby Portis coming back home in a rim he's very comfortable with, knocking down those jumpers, knocking down those threes, giving you a double-double, which he usually averages anyway, okay? They're going to be very big and tall down low. This is their advantage. I like Bobby Portis at 6,100 at that center position. Let's go on to Fanduel, and we're going to give you the value plays and the 2 locks of the night, all right? The first one will be DeAnthony Melton, all right? DeAnthony Melton late in that game came up with a huge block. They're going to need their shooting guards and other forwards because there's no Dillon Brooks. He has been suspended for the 3rd game. Melton has come up huge in this series, struggled in that first Minnesota series, but he's back to himself in this Memphis series, in this Golden State series, knocking down threes, chipping in rebounds, having huge plays defensively, all right? Look at the first 2 games. 1 block, 3 steals. Look at the second game. 3 blocks, 2 steals. He is a defensive factor. That's why he is out there. And if he's just, it's icing on the cake if he's knocking down his jumpers, which he's a very high percentage 3-point shooter as well. So I love DeAnthony Melton at this price of 5,500. If you're looking at DeAnthony Melton on DraftKings, you are looking at, is it cheaper? Is it cheaper? Is it at 4,300? God, that's a lock. That's a lock as a value play. He's going to get big minutes, obviously, with the absence of Dillon Brooks. You'll see more minutes for Melton. You'll see more minutes for someone else I'm going to talk about, and Tyus Jones. Okay, those are going to be the 3 boosters with Dillon Brooks out. Okay, next, we're going to go to our Zaire Williams. Okay, this is the other guy I was talking about. Big, long, lanky, small forward. More, he's skinny, but he can play that power forward position as well. He knocks down big threes, and he provides defensive help. So 4,700 on FanDuel. He's going to get a bump in minutes, and he can go off. He can absolutely go off. You saw in game 2, got the bump in minutes, 28. It went from 0 to 28 because there was no Dillon Brooks, all right? So this is the difference here. He got big minutes, and he came through. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. We're going to hop back on that bandwagon for game 3 with no Dillon Brooks, all right? Slow-mo is cool, but he does fill in a little bit of every stat, but I need someone with a little more firepower, and Zaire Williams can definitely get you there. As you can see, 3,200 on DraftKings. That's a super, super punt you can throw in there and still pay up at other positions, okay? You can still pay up for Giannis, all right? You can still pay up for Tatum, all right? You don't have to go with my locks. This is what I like in this particular day, okay? Next will be Grant Williams at 4,500. He is the 6th man off the bench for the Boston Celtics. Grant Williams on DraftKings is at 4,200. So you're getting big discounts on DraftKings, which each and every value play that I just gave you. So you could probably throw like 3 stars in there. You could really get creative in your lineup builds for Saturday. Definitely going to take full advantage of that. So Grant Williams off the bench has been knocking down threes at a high, alarming rate. How Grayson Allen dismantled the Chicago Bulls from the 3-point line, that's what Grant Williams is doing, okay? 21 points in game 2, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Huge performance. He did not miss a 3. I think, let's see, they give you better stats over here on DraftKings. That's why I always go back to DraftKings. He was 6 of 9. That is, wow. He was 6 of 9 from that 3, hitting big, decapitating threes against the Milwaukee Bucks in that game. All right, now let's go to our locks of the night. We have 2 for you. The first one will be Steph Curry, okay? Steph Curry coming back home. They need to take command of this series. This is a very important game 3. It's going to be very, very huge game, back and forth. Golden State is back at home, so you're going to get the energy. You're going to get Steph Curry probably cooking, and you're getting Steph Curry at a value price. 9,500 is way too cheap for a Steph Curry. He should be at 10,000, almost 11,000 if he gets going. And you're getting him even a cheaper price on DraftKings, 9,200. If he gets going, you can see an absolute huge game, all right? He's taking double-digit threes each and every game. If he's making 5, 6, 7 threes, which he can do with no problem, then you're getting a steal and a lock of the night at 9,200 and 9,500 on both sides. So Steph Curry is going to be our first lock, and the next lock will be Ja Morant. Ja Morant is at 10,800. With the value plays I gave today, you can definitely fit both of them in there with no problem. He's 10,300 on DraftKings as well. So this one is more predicated on how the Golden State Warriors defense is going up against Ja Morant. Are they going to continue to give him open shots? Are they? They're giving him open shots, and then they let him be aggressive and get 2-for-1s on a consistent basis. He was taking the ball to Jordan Poole on a consistent basis and destroying him. Almost had him on a spin cycle. So Ja Morant, if he's being this aggressive and if they continue to give him open threes, he had 11 and 12 threes in the first 2 games. They might need to switch that up. If they're doing that again in game 3, then there's no stopping. Ja Morant is going to get his. He's going to get his. So this is more predicated on what I saw with the defense from the Golden State Warriors. If they're allowing him to do this, which is stupid, then fine. I'll take advantage of him at his price, okay? And give me another 70 bomb. He basically gave you 2 back-to-back 70 bombs, 68.25 and 76.5. So those are going to be our 2 locks of the night. Ja Morant, Steph Curry. Let me know in that comment section down below if you have any other suggestions at point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, value play, or lock of the night. We could definitely discuss that down below. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetJetsD, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Peace out, guys.